Do you know what are you actually going to realize at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini? You are going to have this big realization what exactly and who exactly was making you so unhappy. Who exactly and what exactly was making you feel so irrational for way too long. That in itself, it's a lot to do at the moment in time when you become aware of someone really specific at the beginning of this week who is craving attention, and craving attention. This particular person has been craving attention from you for way too long, and this particular person was making you to think, in an irrational way. This person was making you to be unhappy, but also pretty much so that particular person was some kind of a poor choice that you made like a quite while back. Okay, so this particular person has kind of became like a solid part of your life, because at the moment in time when you came across that person, you also at that moment in time you made a poor choice, and that doesn't matter. You shouldn't really think about it as a poor choice, because things in our lives, on our spiritual journey, they do happen for a reason, whether they're really good or whether they're bad. In fact, we learn from them so much. The more important here is, what are you actually going to learn about yourself? Like what are you going to learn about yourself? You're going to actually realize how powerful you are, how strong you are, how unique you are, how emotionally balanced you are, and you're also going to get something so big out of it, so huge. Now you're going to start becoming the leader of your own life, and you are going to become extremely creative. So it's about being a creative leader. So this is gonna really pretty much so going to help you out so much in your life, because at that moment in time you are gonna be thinking so intensely about making a certain choice. This is big. This is huge, and that particular choice that you're going to be thinking about, you are going to be thinking about it for the first time in your entire life, because one of the mornings after you wake up, in the morning after this moment in time, some kind of choice, an option is going to be on your mind that you're going to feel so strong about, so adamant about, and this in itself is going to help you so much, especially when it comes to you really kind of not being ready to go just because you were staying in your comfort zone. This is going to help you to come out of your comfort zone, my gorgeous Aquamarini, but at the same time it's just going to make you aware of the fact how quickly you are thinking. There's so many ideas, there's so many things that are actually going to be on your mind, and one of the things that are going to be on your mind that are going to be ridiculously highlighted, it's going to be this bold idea. And this bold idea that you are going to have, it's like a really kind of so important, because on one hand it's to do with you needing to have a word with someone, with you needing to have a conversation with someone, and that was like you were kind of putting this off for such a long time, but you are going to feel so bold and so adamant about it. You are going to surprise yourself, and there is a reason for this, why you're going to feel different when you reflect on this now. Why? Because you need to understand that slowly but surely this is the end of your energy being misdirected. This is the end of your weak ambitions. This is the end of you feeling blocked. This is the end of you really being frustrated. This is the end of you feeling uninspired. It's like, oh my God, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are really coming out of something very dark and very negative. And trust me, believe me or not, it was really really pretty much so it happened in your life and it was caused by one specific person. This is ever so important for you to understand. You know, sometimes in this life, if we surround ourselves by the people that are so good to us, by the people that are making us feel optimistic, by the people that are like us, when we are surrounded by the people that are elevating us and our energy, this has got such a powerful impact on our lives. But also at the same time, when we are surrounded for way too long by the people that are so negative and so dark and so heavy, and we know that they're dark and negative and heavy, but sometimes they don't need to be evil or horrible or anything like that, but they just have this negative, dark and heavy energy that is caused by multiple things that these people could be doing. Maybe they're doing some kind of illegal substances, or maybe they're drinking too much, maybe they're smoking too much. Something is just kind of causing this blockage of energy. We just reflect on everyday things in a really negative way. It's slowing them down, but they don't kind of understand themselves the extent of this energy, what this energy is and what this energy can actually do. So this is why this is so important. And also at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you're also going to have some kind of a really crazy experience. It's gonna seem like I would say a dream, but it's more like going to be something bordering, something bordering in between the actual dream and in between the actual astral projection. It's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's going to be something in between, literally. And this is something is going to happen to you in the middle of the night. And it's going to be it's not going to be scary. It's not going to be horrible. It is going to be completely out of this world. But what is going to happen? It's going to be like a dream, but it's not going to seem like a dream. It's going to seem like an astral projection. But that in itself, it's going to make you aware also of some kind of a person who is maybe been putting some kind of an evil eye on you, and being rather intentional about. When you become aware of this astral projection dream, you're gonna kind of know that someone is maybe directing some kind of negative energy towards. You know what? When people do this, they are really stupid, because what they do is something that they just create this huge amount of negative energy that it's only going to go back on them. It's only going to get back to them. There is no point to do this. It's crazy. It's stupid. It's silly. Everybody in this world can manipulate their energy towards other people. Whether they can do good, fantastic to other people. If you can, go for it. It's going to get back to you in a good way. But if you misdirect your energy towards someone and do something really negative or horrible or evil to someone just purely with their energy, there are all sorts of people in this world, then this is ultimately going to get back to these people. Just smile, because it's going to get back to you 100 times more to what they've actually sent it to you. So maybe somebody who was in your life, who is in your life, was using some kind of dark arts or something like that, but literally dark. I'm not talking about people being spiritual and mixing a couple of herbs together and oh yeah, fantastic, positivity, optimism, la la la. No baby, no. But I'm just talking about somebody being highlighted who is doing maybe something dark. And you know what? It's absolutely fine. It's all about you knowing exactly who this is and what is going on. And just for a while, I really strongly suggest you to kind of keep on smudging your home with the actual dry sage. Just for a while, try to put a really thick circle of salt around your whole house. No, not around your whole house. It would be ideal so these energies don't go forward. But then again, at least, I know it sounds crazy, but if you can put a salt around, pure sea salt around your bed where you sleep for just about a couple of weeks or so, and then you just protect yourself from this energy. And then on another hand, all you're gonna need, my gorgeous Aquamarini, it's also to wear the actual black tourmaline. Is probably one of the most powerful crystals you can wear in order to protect yourself from negative energy. I would say strongly to wear for a while a combination of black tourmaline and the tiger's eye, baby. Tiger's eye and combination of tiger's eye and a black tourmaline. Tiger's eye is going to protect you from an evil eye and from people doing something like this. And then on another hand, the black tourmaline is just a big mama. karma. It just really creates this really thick, powerful fog of energy around you, and it's almost impossible for these dark entities to come through and come forward. And this is, I want to recommend it to you. What you need to understand is that the moment in time you become aware of this, and the moment in time you become aware of who this is, that in itself is going to start reversing. It's going to start reversing itself, and it's going to disappear within the next couple of weeks. And this is just misdirected, manipulated energy in a bad and a negative way that is just gonna it's gonna need to find its new home somewhere else. And where is it going to find a new home? Well, within the person who actually sent this to you in the first place. There are crazy people in this world sometimes, but you must not get too scared about it. Don't get scared about it. Think about the fact how amazing you are, how incredible you are. Build this powerful energy around you. That's how you protect yourself. Because if you're not amazing, if you're not incredible, nobody would want to do this to you. You see what I mean? Because it's to do with the jealousy, it's to do with the people like doing silly things, but it's to do with the people being dark themselves. But it's just caused by the jealousy and various other negative reasons. And this just shows me clearly it's because you're so powerful. You're nothing but the pure light, my gorgeous aquamarini. You're nothing but the pure light. And you need to understand that when you are nothing but the pure light, you're shining brightly, you're very enthusiastic, you're very charismatic, you're powerful, but also at the same time, when you have such a bright spiritual light, you're also attracting lots of darkness, you see? So this is actually a compliment. I know it sounds crazy, but it only shows your power and how different and unique you are. That same sensitivity when it comes to you, when you can be touched by the negative and dark forces, that same sensitivity in turns into your own power when it's like when things are right, when the balance in your life is exactly how it should be. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous aquamarini, you're really going to feel so deeply moved. You're going to feel so deeply moved because what someone will actually do for you. Someone is going to do something so beautiful for you, so gorgeous. And you are really going to, oh my God, this is so beautiful. You're going to feel deeply moved. You do love this person. This is somebody who is in your life indeed. But it's going to surprise you what they're going to do. It's going to be really beautiful. And you're going to feel so special about yourself, and this is going to mean to you so much. So I know that this is to do with somebody quite consistent in your life. You will feel deeply moved, by what someone will actually do for you, but also that's going to make you feel strong. That's going to make you, put you in a mood to seek some kind of truth here. That is going to bring so much clarity into your life. That is also like that person is also a kind of going to give you a really, really wise advice, and that in itself it's going to by having that advice, you're also going to realize there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because it's a lot about this truth that you are going to find out. This is so important. It's about the truth and somebody being really honest as well. This in itself, it's really going to put you on the path where you are really going to be thinking about this new venture so much. But then again, this new venture that you're going to be thinking about, it's not something that's going to happen tomorrow. That new venture that you're going to be thinking about, it's going to be happening like a very much so, oh my God, very strongly, oh my God, like the next time this year, this is going to be on. This new venture, you can only start the next time this year, but this is going to be really big, and it's really going to put your life back in the right order, if you know what I mean. So it's still about you realizing this amazing new venture, and that, it's really kind of going to make you intuitively aware of like how important this is, and that in itself, it's really kind of going to also like it's going to put you in the mode of like a contemplation now, because you're going to be thinking about certain changes in life, and this is something that you're going to kind of need to start planning right now and make certain adjustments in your life, and this is all going to be contributing towards you intuitively, like getting a completely different perspective on why you have been emotionally and spiritually drained. Why have you felt so empty, and this is going to help you to let go of those things things that have been making you powerless, and that also couldn't have happened at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Just seeing those things that are making us feel so dark for so long in a completely different light. That's exactly what we need to do. And also when it comes to things in the past from a long time ago, when I say that you need to forgive and forget to someone, yes, I know it's hard, but it's more about like really maybe reflecting on a specific situation in a different light. And this is exactly what you're going to be doing here. Okay, fantastic. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you know what? It's like a really positive news about some kind of a justice here. Positive news. It's not huge, it's not massive, but you are going to hear a really good news about some kind of a justice, and it's only like at the beginning, but it's a very good and positive news, because at the same time you have been so stressed, you know, about it. You have had like a pretty much so excessive pressures about this, so this is actually going to be really good news, but they are only gonna be kind of like some kind of beginning first steps that are gonna be happening right now, but it's good. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, at around the last part of this week, you know, you are somebody very responsible, somebody very strong, somebody very dominant, somebody very powerful, somebody who is in a position of some kind of a power, somebody who is like a great leader, somebody who makes some kind of rules, somebody who has like a really solid foundation in their lives, somebody who is very much so different, and somebody who is very attractive to you. This person is going to be really attractive to you, and you're going to be like, hello my darling. You're really going to enjoy talking to that particular person at around the end of the week, but you're going to like really find this person very, very attractive indeed. But also on another note, that person, it's really, you're going to be having conversation with this person, and you're really going to enjoy conversation, and you're going to be talking about something really XYZ, something completely irrelevant, and you're just going to be thinking, oh my god, this person is so attractive. I really like so much about this person, not only the way they look, but the way they feel, the way they sound, the way their energy is. It's like this is like, hello baby, you know what I mean? But then at the same time, you're just going to be mesmerized by that person, and then when you go like home or whatever you do, you know, later, you are going to feel very creative and very artistic and very kind of like very inspired, and just by the energy of that person, you're going to feel this creative and artistic flow, you know, and then you know, somehow you're going to understand that now it's time to accept which loss it's time to accept. What do you have to move on with? And by doing this, you are avoiding conflict, but you're going to avoid unnecessary conflict. But at the same time, by doing that, you're also never, ever, ever again going to take certain things for granted. And this is also ever so important when it comes to your personal evolution at this stage of your lives. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.